love doing that. Okay, let's start at the beginning. I have been witness to the reaction that this product has had, with Debbie D on the list, host pick, earlier with Callie. This is Bell & Howell's hottest selling item of 2024. Hottest seller of 2024. It's light, it's ambiance, it's decoration. It's decorator style, designer style at a fraction of the price. I don't have the first presentation, but I have one of the last presentations. Folks, there are three choices. Down front, you're gonna see that very gorgeous Auburn design. Notice there are no wires or cables plugging these in. This is easy and simple to use. These could be floating anywhere in the room. You don't have to be tethered. The two at the back here, we have our amazing Addison and the Aurora. This one is the Aurora. If you want the Aurora, I have, you said 80 left? Okay, that's silly. 80. This is the Addison, and this is the most popular of all of them. So Addison is the most popular. I want to dive in because we're doing $19.99 and free shipping and handling. Most people that have been ordering have been buying pairs, and we'll show you why. Producer Rocky, can you show our friends at home how many of these have sold? I wonder if we have that counter, because I know it's thousands and thousands. We're 11,000 gone, and I think the vast majority of that is today. Mr. Chad Allen from Bell & Howell is here. Chad, the messages, the emails, the phone calls. Finally, I get to share this with our friends.
I'm exhausted. You know?
You've had a big day already with this.
That calendar is today.
Just today.
That's just one show with Callie. That was Callie this morning. I mean, Callie Northagen is a force to be reckoned with, Adam Freeman. You better watch out.
But Chad, when you've got something like this and you know this is a powerhouse.
That's exactly right. And so they're wire-free, cord-free. They are rechargeable, of course. One touch button on the very front. That's how they work. And you have 3 light temperatures, right? So you can match the light bulbs in your house. If you are a warmer light person, you can do that. If I touch that, it goes to cool white, and then it goes to what we call natural white. Now, these are LED light bulbs on the inside. You never change a light bulb.
Right.
You never change a light bulb, okay? It is a lamp, but think about your power outages. Think about when you need to use these instead of candles where the wind's blowing. You want to create that tablescape. We're going to give you a tour in just a second, but it also dims all the way down, right? And so if I keep my finger on that touch button, the light actually dims down.
Oh, I saw it, yeah.
And you can see the nice crystal cut there. Now that's not glass, that's acrylic, and everywhere you see the brass is metal. And if I want to make it go brighter, I can absolutely do that. I'm going to keep it a little dim though so you can see the cut. Do you see, and actually I'm going to turn it off. Do you see that? That's off. You want to talk about a lamp that looks good in the daytime.
It does.
Now, the battery lasts 7 hours on the brightest setting, okay, which is significant.
Without it being plugged in?
Without being plugged in. It will charge. You charge it up in about 3 hours. It lasts for 7. But here's the thing. You can leave it plugged in the whole time, 24/7.
Right.
Like on my kitchen counter, I do have an outlet on my kitchen counter.
Sure.
And I leave it there all the time. It is a memory built in, so if I want that cool white to be super dimmed down, watch when I go, so that's where the cool white is. If I go to the third one, it's back to bright, right? But when I go back to the cool, it stays right where I left it. It always remembers what you liked and it keeps it right there. Adam, I think we should do a tour.
And would you just tell everybody, please, Chad, which one is this that you're
This
holding?
is the Addison that I'm holding. It is our most popular by leaps and bounds.
Because it looks like cut crystal.
Oh yeah, that's our prettiest shade for sure.
So Addison, if you want to order the Addison, I have 3,000 left. Again, we've sold nearly 12,000. I have actually under 3,000. I can tell you this has accounted for 2/3 of the sales. Just while we've got the lights down, folks, just so you can see. So that is the Addison. This one is going to be the Aurora. I have 50 of these.
Wow.
Are there any more coming in before Christmas? No more.
I'm really trying. I doubt I can get more.
Because you've sold them out twice now with host pick.
Yes.
And then, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want this one, that is going to be your last call if you're looking for the beautiful Aurora. And then down front, this one is a little sleek. It's slimmer and taller in terms of the shade. That's the one we're calling the Auburn.
Now the Auburn is great for. This is going to sound silly.
Go on.
On the back of the toilet. You know, those places where you have a smaller space. The entryway.
Yes.
You know what? I posted a TikTok with this slim shade on the back of my toilet.
Yeah.
That TikTok got 90,000 views in a week.
Shut up.
It's not a joke. I think everyone loves a toilet light.
Well, now it's a new thing. He's setting new trends as our chat. Okay, I'll follow you. Where do you want to go?
Well, we have two on the mantle behind us. Did everyone see the mantle? So mantles don't usually have outlets, or you don't want to run extension cords. And then we also have it in the dining room. We're going to show you all that. Okay.
Now, you see, I love this.
But here's the big thing. Now, you see the Christmas tree next to me has that incandescent type of light.
Different lights.
So I'm able to match that because this has 3 light temperatures built in. If I had a cool sort of light, look, there's cool, and then there's natural. And so you're able to match your decor that you already have.
So guys, I am getting word, Aurora has now sold out.
Oh, wow.
In fact, guys, I'm gonna move that right down there so nobody gets confused.
Okay.
The good news is, the best seller, which is the Addison, which is this one that we're showing you, it's this one that's on the fireplace, that is available, but it is selling rapidly. $20 and free shipping, less than $20 and free shipping and handling. It's a great giftable for anybody, quite frankly, of most ages are going to appreciate this because it adds a little bit of flair, a bit of design. What I notice, seeing it for the first time with my own eyes rather than just on TV when I've watched Chad with everybody else but me, is that this is really well made. I love the look, I love the effect. It's done in a way, Chad, that is very elevated versus some of the others in the market.
Absolutely right. We could have done a plasticky shade and a plasticky base, but no, that gold is metal. The top is acrylic. If the baby come by or the dog runs by it and knocks it over, it doesn't shatter like a normal lamp. You're not replacing light bulbs. That's a USB-C. You are getting the USB-C cable included, so you could charge your phone with it if you wanted to. Okay. Let me move this one out of the way. So you can see here, and I can change these light settings anywhere that I want. So if I want that cooler white, I can do that, of course. One's a little dimmer than the other. This is a tablescape that we created for $40.
Right.
Like I don't want to discourage anyone for spending more money, because if you can decorate in twos, please do it.
Yeah.
If you can swing it, please do, because this is nothing fancy. This is a golden tray, some fake greenery, and 2 lamps. For my Christmas dinner
it looks
party,
fabulous.
If I'm able to create a tablescape for $40, that's cheaper than bringing a bottle of wine.
No, for sure.
You know,
but it really sets the scene. Again, this is the Addison. So I'm really thrilled that I have any of the Addison left. Around 2,000 now before sellout. That is it for the entire year. There are no more. Sometimes, as Chad has been able to do, we've been able to bring in advanced orders or extended options. This is our last chance saloon. 11,000 were sold earlier today.
Yes.
I have 2,000 left. 11,000 sold. I have 2,000 left if you want the Addison, again, most popular.
This is the Auburn back here, okay?
So what's the difference?
Now the Auburn is, they're all the same height. They all work the same. The difference is the lamp shade. So this lamp shade is thinner. See how it's a little thinner?
Yes.
So your bookshelves, your tighter spaces. Maybe you have a secretary who works in a smaller cubicle. Right? Smaller office spaces, the teacher desk, things like that. We're thinking gifting, right? But we have three of them. I was just challenging you for 2. I was just encouraging you to buy 2. Maybe you want to buy 3, right? And so this is that long bistro set. I can create a buffet here, have the food in between. I can move them around. I can take them camping. I can take them on vacation, to the Airbnb, to the cottage, anywhere you're going. The RV. Here is what I know though. Having portable lighting gives you the ability to decorate how you want to for today, and then take it out to the barbecue tomorrow. You're never lost to find the lighting where you want it. Because what am I going to do? Run an extension cord up to this table? I'm not going to do that. There's no outlet built in. It's rechargeable for 7 hours, okay? Maybe you just like to read in that nook, that little reading nook in your house, right? You can do that. The Addison, though, is by far one of our most popular that we've ever sold around the globe. HSN launched this. Every channel around the world has now picked it up because of the success.
I know in England it's on fire. I know.
And we have Lorna Co. over in the UK.
We love Lorna.
Yes, Bell Howell. She's selling our Bell Howell items there. But we've been around for 117 years, Adam. We have won Academy Awards for our lighting and our lenses. What does it take to make a good lamp? Lighting and lens.
And you look good considering you're that old, Chad, I gotta tell you.
I told them I want to do more presentations where we lower the lights in the studio because I look better.
Folks, I'm so excited that you're excited. It's funny, when we first came over to show you the tablescape, I obviously observed how pretty it looked, but it was only when Chad just said what he said, where he said, you know, I mean, what are you gonna do, run a wire to put a light on the middle of the dining table? Of course we're not gonna do that. So how else, thank you, my friend.
There you go.
How else could you do this? And I love this look. You know, Chad was throwing the greenery around, but I love this look.
And you can probably try to create height too, Adam. So don't mind me.
Oh, you're getting creative.
Just gonna flip that vase upside down, put this on top.
You're getting a bit wild out.
Now,
oh, that's nice.
You create some height. So I just took the 3, turned it into 2, and then there's one down there by Adam. But if you can create height in your dining spaces or your living room or things like that, oh, now 3's even better.
I mean, come on, please. This one is the Auburn. If you look at this is the Auburn, you can see that it's a little taller in terms of the shade, and obviously it's got this scallop design, which is, you can hear it as I run my fingers across it, really pretty.
Yeah.
Most people are buying 2, and that is why we're selling out so fast. That is obviously what's happened. So most people are buying 2 because it clearly is going to look so good when you flank and when you put that. In fact, look, let's do this one. What did you do here, Chad?
This is another fireplace mantle we're going to show you in just a minute. And well, you know what? Everything we're doing in the studio, you can do at home by yourself. You're never calling for help. You're not hiring an interior designer. I went to school for interior design. You know what we learned?
Tell me.
Lighting. Just put 2 or 3 lamps out, you're good to go. And then you go into those big mansions, what do they have? Just a lot of low lighting.
Yes.
Not the big ceiling light, overhead lighting.
Yes.
We put these little
precious.
These little reindeer around that lamp. It creates that atmosphere.
Yeah.
Maybe the warm light isn't for you. If you're just joining us, I can do a cool white light, and that is a little bright, so I can dim that down even and create that mood. Look at that. I just did that by touching my finger there. How about the natural white? Maybe that's too bright. I just keep my finger there, I dim it down. Oh, you know what? I need it to be brighter. Put your finger there, it goes right back up to the brightest. Lasts for 7 hours on its brightest setting, and it only takes 3 hours to charge. You're about to sell EcoFlow in a few minutes.
Yes.
Where you're going to talk about power outages,
We are.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
What is worse than having a candle that you have to keep replacing?
Yeah.
It burns down, it's hot, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
This is also for those emergency situations that come in handy when you need them. And if you are giving this as a gift, it's a brand name. It's not a knockoff from a low-end store. It's HSN and Bell Howell coming together to give you that brand name. You're going to be proud to give this as a gift.
I think it's so well done, Chad. I really do. Again, I saw it with Debbie as her host pick. I saw it with Callie. I've seen it a couple times. It's sold out once. It's sold out twice. We're at the end now. This is the end of the road. We are over 12,000. We're now 13,000 sold. Let me repeat, because you know, when you watch at home, Chad,
That's
and
crazy,
you know
by
this,
the way.
you always think, well, they've got to have some more. Folks, this is selling out. We've already sold out of one of the 3 options. The next one is about to go. If you want the Addison, which is this one, I have 1,300 left, but I have 1,000 orders coming through.
Wow.
So, I mean, you do the math, and if everybody's ordering 2 of them, again, I only need 600 people to order the Addison.
If you can buy 2, please do. Because I think when you get it home and you didn't have a second one, you would be disappointed.
What motivates me is the free shipping.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no shipping charge. So you could actually buy 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? You can buy as many as you want. We appreciate Chad. You could buy as many as you want with free shipping and handling. And I believe we're doing Flex Pay. $4 on Flex. You buy 2 of them, it's $8 on Flex. For you know, your daughter, for your sister, for family members, for uncles, for aunts, for anybody that you're looking to buy a gift, it's an easy giftable. It's beautiful light, warm light, or cooler light. There are no cords and cables. It can float wherever you want it. It doesn't have to be near an outlet. It has this beautiful elevated brass effect. And this, Chad described it. It's acrylic, but it looks like cut crystal. So it's not even just on an evening when you turn this on. It's on a daytime. And we'll maybe bring the lights up in a few moments so you can see it just for a hot second. But the design oozes sophistication and class. Before the show, I looked at some other options that are out there in the market. They were double the price and half as good.
Yep.
Double the price and half as good. So the 2 options that we have, the Addison is the best seller. And of course, that gorgeous Auburn, which is sleeker, you can see it's slimmer, and it looks to be a little taller, that's selling well as well, but that is in first place.
You can't make a bad choice.
No, of course.
The only bad choice you can make is not getting enough when you start to decorate, and I don't mean to harp on that. I just know manufacturing, and we're not making more for this year. I think we're going to have a very successful next year with it as well, but we'll see. Hey, the bottom, by the way, is velvet. It's a soft velvety bottom, and so I know we all have those wood side tables or those glass tables, and we don't want to scratch anything. anything, don't worry. The bottom is not metal, the bottom is velvet. The gold, the brass you're seeing is metal. That is just a touch button that you're seeing there, okay? And then your charging port's back there as well, just nicely tucked in and hidden. We give you the USB-C cable included. You get the cable to charge it up, but you can use that cable however you want. Do you see the acrylic though? It's not very thin. It is a thick, nice cut of acrylic. This is not cheap by any stretch of the means. Again, it is LED technology up in the top there, and so you're never changing a light bulb. That also means it never gets hot. It's not hot to the touch. So you're not worried about this if your daughter or your son is reading their book or they're next to it and it might get warm. If you're just joining us and you're thinking like, yeah, that looks a little too warm for my taste, well, we also have the cool white, right? And it dims down and dims back up. And then we have a natural white light, which again, dims down and dims all the way back up just by touching that button.
And forgive me if I got this wrong, but you're saying that it remembers the way it was last set?
Yeah, so if I do this warm and I put that really low, now you see how low that is? Now watch when I go to the next setting, it's bright. But watch when I go back, it's still dim.
So it remembers.
I'll tell you, I didn't think that would matter, except the one I have on my kitchen counter, when I actually need to see, like, to go get my midnight snack, I go boop, and then it's at that brighter setting. I'm not having to play with the dimness, and then when I go back to the bedroom, like boop boop, and then I'm back to normal. I just touch it a couple of times. That's all I have to do. And quite frankly, I've had friends come over to my apartment in Tampa, and they're like, that was only 20 bucks. Because I saw one, a similar version, at a store, and it was like 50 bucks. And I said, you can buy that. There's nothing wrong with it. Ours is just a better deal.
But you didn't skimp on the quality. That's what I'm, again, seeing it with my own eyes and feeling it for the first time, I am beyond impressed. I obviously knew it was a big hit, but to actually, I mean, it's no wonder it's the best seller. Again, Bell and Howell bring us lots of great products. This is their biggest success story of the whole year. We have 700 left before sellout if you want the Addison.
Wow.
14,000 sold, 700 left.
That's today.
That's today, all in one day.
With Callie.
With Callie. You keep reminding me that.
I do.
If you've bought one and you think you might want a second, obviously they won't be available tomorrow. In fact, that's the only way I can say it, Chad. If you don't order it today, it won't be available tomorrow. There are no more for the rest of the year. Obviously, beautifully boxed, fabulously brought to you. You'll be so in awe of this. Addison or Auburn? Auburn is taller, slimmer. Addison looks like cut crystal. That is the best seller if you don't know what to choose. Chad, any final words?
No, if you can pick two, please pick up two. You won't be disappointed.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks, everybody.
It only took about 3 months, but finally, I get to see it. Thank you,
They were holding you back.
They were holding me. Just let me at them. Thank you for all your orders on this one. I also want to make sure you know why I am wearing this. This is the worldwide launch of a 911 pendant.